It's one thing if someone believes in what's going on over there and volunteers, but it's another thing to send someone over there on a forced assignment. And I'm sorry, but basically that's a potential death sentence, and you know it.
That was a Foreign Service officer sharply critical of a new State Department plan to force some career diplomats to serve in Baghdad.
Serve their country.
Only among the people at Foggy Bottom would an assignment to a dangerous place be considered forcing them. The fact of the matter, I think, is that the key part of Mr. Crotty's statement was when he began talking about it would be one thing for people who support what's going on over there to be asked to go. Clearly, a big portion, a big part of the State Department staff, diplomats, FSOs, and the rest, do not support the policy.
That's the key point.
And do not think that they should be obligated, therefore, to carry it out, which is contrary to their oath. Is there a more important diplomatic assignment in the world right now than Iraq? Obviously not. This is the most sensitive, the most difficult, the most challenging, and I think the most important assignment you could have. And for someone like that guy, speaking obviously for many, to stand up and caterwaul about it the way he did, I think is arguably a very great disgrace and a black mark on the Foreign Service in general.
Well, why don't we say that about the politicians in the White House who don't send their children to war? And we say, oh yeah, it's a great thing, but we don't see them making that kind of sacrifice. But then all of a sudden, with the diplomatic
yes, we do. There are a number of members over there who have
very
sons.
Few, Britt, and you know that. Come on, very few have. I don't see anybody. And you can go back and.
Juan, don't you think when you sign up for the Foreign Service, do you believe that they do take an oath to serve wherever they're assigned?
They take an oath to serve. I don't know that they take an oath to serve whatever. I don't know.
Wherever.
That's wherever.
That's not the oath they take is very similar to the standard oath that you take to faithfully execute the tasks that are assigned to you. You don't get to self-assign.
No.
You go where you're sent. And if there's a diplomatic post that's difficult and dangerous, the idea that you shouldn't have to go and that it was somehow wrong to assign you there, I think, is upside down.
Al-Qaeda has killed a lot of Foreign Service officers and a lot of State Department employees in East Africa, in Jordan. It is just as a matter of solidarity with its fellow Foreign Service officers who were serving over there. Leave aside the military, who are taking a heck of a lot more risk. It is just embarrassment that this man would stand up and say that.
Shows you how stretched the resources of the United States are, but it also was kind of unseemly for people who've taken an oath to serve the United States wherever the State Department might send them to basically be refusing. They can certainly leave their jobs. This isn't a completely voluntary assignment. National Guard troops go where they're sent. And, you know, I think that the end of that bite that you didn't play was the guy saying, well, who will take care of our children or in our families if we are killed or injured? Well, that's the same question that National Guard and reservists have to ask all the time.